groups on campus, Amity University, Noida. I am Kanchan Rai, CDG on campus organizer, Amity University, Noida. And today we'll be seeing what this cohort is going to be all about. What are the things that you are going to learn, what we expect from you, and what's in store for you. So, the objective of this entire cohort is to make sure that our community members are well equipped when it comes to AI and ML. This is going to be a 3 week immersive experience to learn about AI ML and its fundamentals through hands on labs. We will also be providing you with developing real world projects when it comes to AI ML. Even if you are in your first year, in your second year, never played with AI ML or any other tool out there, please don't worry. We'll be taking sessions, beginner level sessions, and we'll also be helping you out in each and every way. We will be tracking your progress in a structured manner. We'll have assignments and bonus activities. So these 3 weeks are going to be really fun if you want to start something in AI/ML. It is a buzzword currently. I see people doing many things, but they don't really know what lies in its core. ML might sound difficult to you if you are new and trying to learn things on your own, but here we'll provide you everything in a structured manner. And yeah, this is going to be a great learning opportunity for you. Now, one by one, I'll dive into each week and tell you what each week has in store for you. So, in each week, there are going to be certain badges that you have to earn. These badges would reflect on your Google Developer Programs profile. So each week has like 3 badges. In week one, we'll be diving into basic ML models. The content for week one has already been mailed to you on your mails. If anybody hasn't received an email, please don't worry. All the emails will be sent out by tonight if there are left in. So in first week, we'll start with linear regression. If you're hearing this for the first time, don't worry, we'll know what it is. Uh, I'll not go into the technicalities because this is not a learning session. This is an introductory session of what lies ahead for you. Okay. Uh, there are some model names that you can see on your screen. Don't worry, we'll be covering everything. Each week will also have a project in the end that you will need to submit, and it will be counted towards your overall submission. So, the project submission form, everything will be told to you. In week two, we will be focusing on data because when it comes to AI/ML, data is the most important thing. Without data, you can't do anything in machine learning. Okay. So we will be seeing how to handle various data like numerical data, 1, 2, 3, 4 values, categorical data, some string value or some class value. We'll see how to make our models better by using the data. Okay, so data set generalization, overfitting, everything will be covered. Uh, if you are somebody who hasn't started with coding as such, I would suggest that you take your time and find some videos on YouTube to getting started with Python. Even if you know one programming language, it would be really easy. This week's project will be on data cleaning and visualization. You will need to submit a Google Colab notebook or a Jupyter notebook, upload it on GitHub or give us its link. We'll check it and you will your submission will be counted towards it. In week three, we will be diving into the advanced models, neural networks, large language models, and embeddings. So, large language models, you all are currently using that is GPT. So, large language models is a topic that is recently like it's new, and not many folks know about it. How to fine tune them, how to play around it, how to use it, how to use its APIs and all. You will be getting everything at your hand in this. Uh, so this is about the weeks. Now I would like to tell you how you can create a Google Developer Groups profile. Uh, So what you can do is you can go to Google for Developers, this website, and you can join the Google for Developers program. This program is really beneficial for students. Uh, See, my profile is already created. When you sign up here, you will get an option to join this program. On your profile, you can find your followers, your info. Here you will find an option since you are creating a profile for the first time, it will be set to private. So what you need to do is make it public. We'll circulate a form where you would need to give us the link of this profile. And your badges will be visible to us here. You can share these badges on LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you want. Apart from this, if you are willing to learn things on your own, this platform has 700 labs, gives you access to the Google Cloud Credit, which is of $500. You also get a Google certifications voucher if you are trying to appear for a certification exam. So it is covered in this platform. It is specifically for students to learn new things. You can go in the Learn tab and search anything you want around Google developer technologies from beginner, intermediate, advanced, any topic. Okay, these labs are really beneficial, and they also have a community where you can, share your doubts, and you can join a community. You can find Google developer group near you. The nearest one to you is obviously us. If you want, you can find some other as well. So this is about the Google developers profile. Next thing is, since you all have received the email, we have provided you with the week one content. Even before we start taking the session on linear regression or all these algorithms, you can explore them on your own. There are links available. These are structured labs by Google, and these labs are really great. You will earn this badge right here only when you complete the quiz. So, yeah, here you have to test your knowledge. This is like a 10-minute quiz. Don't GPT, because these labs are really good if you want to get into that. If you are GPTing, I wouldn't suggest that. Don't do that. Okay. Uh, because certain questions, there is a level to these questions. If there are just 5 questions, if and this, it would test your understanding. There are numerical questions in that, and to get this batch you have to get at least 4 on 5 of your answers correct. So try doing it on your own. Okay, and yeah, this is about the week. And in the end of this, you will also find a project tutorial related to the project, and the submission forms link will be added, so please don't worry about that. uh, this is all about the weeks and the content that we have gathered for you all. Now I have Rajat Rajput, my co-organizer, with me. He will guide you through the code of conduct and the expectations that we have from you. Oh, just a second. Yes, Asin, you can go ahead. You can unmute your
I
mic.
yes, I wanted to know like if we can reattempt the quiz if we get the questions wrong.
Yeah, there is the provision to reattempt your quiz. No worries about that.
Okay.
Okay. Tanya, please go ahead.
What is the criteria of leaderboard?
It will be told to you. Please don't worry. We are coming to that only. If you all have questions, please save it for the end. Okay, we'll take all your questions in the end. Rajat, you can
Hmm.
go ahead.
All right. So continuing on what Kanchan has said, she has basically told you that what you all will be learning in this 3 week long cohort. So now I will be explaining to you how the entire thing actually works. So starting with the code of conduct, you need to respect all the your fellow colleagues and college mates or classmates who are participating in this program, you need to keep your communication with us and with them if you are talking on the WhatsApp group strictly professional. And you need to also maintain the academic integrity, because there will be some activities where you will be writing, documenting whatever you have learned or writing a paragraph. So, like, don't use AI for that, and you must be active. And of course, coming back to the point one and two, which is summarized in point fifth, that you must have some, like, the group etiquette and talk professionally on the group. Kanchan, next slide, please. Okay, so we have told you what we will be providing to you all. So now, here are here is the small list of what we expect from you guys. So we expect active participation. If possible, if you are a nerd or willing to be a nerd, you must be curious and don't hesitate to ask doubts either in the group or in our DMs. We are fine either way. You must put an effort in learning artificial intelligence, because AI is probably one of the most, not the most, but 80% of AI is actually hard to, master if you are a beginner. And if you have to master, you need to give it more time as compared to some other domains. So you need to, show up and put your efforts consistently. And yes, just keep the communication respectful. Don't disrespect anyone and don't punch anyone down. If somebody is having some trouble, don't be sarcastic. Just try to help them. Kanchan, next slide. So coming on to Sanya's doubt, and I guess majority of the people will be wondering how the leaderboard points are calculated. So basically, you since you guys are provided the labs, the first metric of measuring the scores will be the time of submission. So every week, whenever the content is given to you, a form will also be sent. For week one, it has not been sent to you yet, but we will send it by the end of this week. And in that particular form, you will be asked the required details to confirm that you have, submitted, you have finished the required labs. The second criteria of or the second way to gain some points is that you must participate in bonus activities. Now, these bonus activities are not labs, they are something else. They are basically the sessions which are taken in between, and we are also collaborating with some other entities to bring these activities to you. And at the end of each session there will be a quiz as well. So that comes under bonus activity only, and you can get extra points from bonus activities. And as I said, that the time of submission, and since Google will provide us every detail of how you attempted the lab, we will have access to all of your performances. So don't worry, even if you score less in a quiz which is provided in the lab, you can still reattempt. We are not counting reattempts here, but yes, the overall performance and the extra points which you earn during bonus activities, they will be counted. Now, some of you must be having a doubt, what if the points are the same? So if few people are having the same amount of points, we will be taking the time of submission into the consideration. So that's a basic and I guess very straightforward metric of how you can earn points and climb up the leaderboard. Also, one thing which I guess me and Kanchan forgot to mention in the slide, we will be also providing you badges apart from the see. Basically, Google for Developers is a separate entity from Google itself. So Google for Developers will be awarding you badges after every lab, but we will be also awarding badges which will be provided to you week wise. So those badges also hold some amount of significance of the scores which will be awarded to you in the leaderboard. And so I guess this settles it. And if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So Kanchan, if you want to add something, please do.
If anybody has any doubts, you can stay back. Um, yeah, Swami, go ahead. You can ask your doubt. You've raised your hand.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
I just want to ask one thing. Is it necessary to having a prior knowledge of any programming language before enrolling in this program?
Guys, there is code, then there is the mathematics behind it. If you know the mathematics, that's really good, but you need to learn coding, which is required. Okay. Even if you don't know Python, please don't worry. The syntax for machine learning, this is the best part about machine learning. The syntax is pretty simple. You are not actually coding like you do in C, C++. You are just using some functions. Okay. So I will try to teach that. I will provide you with resources. So yeah, a little bit of coding, yes, you should be knowing that. Even if you don't, uh, until the next session, which will be taking in on around Wednesday, you can try searching on YouTube about Python. Okay.
Thank you.
I hope that
Thank
clears it out. Anybody else, if you would like to ask anything? Yeah, yes, and go ahead.
Uh, I am one of those who like don't know anything about coding. So if I want to like study a little bit from YouTube, can you tell some topics which will be necessary that I need to focus?
SN for machine learning, Python is the most popular language. R is also there, but people don't usually use R. Python is the go-to. After the meetings, I'll share machine learning, Python for machine learning, a YouTube video to you. In the group, all of you can utilize that so that in the next session when we join, you are at par with coding. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
welcome. And guys, please don't worry. The in-depth intuition of each algorithm, the mathematics behind it, the code behind it, everything will be taught to you from scratch. Okay. If you guys don't have any doubts, you can leave because that's all from my side and my team. Uh, Abhishek, would you like to ask something?
Yeah, actually, I want to know about the submission part, like उसमें कैसे क्या submit करना है?
Okay. So Abhishek, uh, the first project is going to be uh, making a linear regression model and logistic regression model on a data that will be provided to you. Okay, so you are going to do that either on Google Colab, okay, or otherwise on Jupyter. So either provide us the Google Colab link, which will be given in the form, or upload your Jupyter notebook on GitHub and provide that repository link. I hope that clears it out.
Like note जैसे season of AI I joined last time, तो उसमें notes I think we had to provide. तो इसमें ऐसा कुछ scene तो नहीं है ना?
No, this is completely hands-on. I would like to see your project that you have actually learned that and implemented that. Okay.
All right.
Okay. If anybody else has any doubts, you can stay back, ask them, drop your questions in the chat. Otherwise, thank you for joining. That's all was from our side. And we'll see you in the next session. Yeah, Anshul, go ahead.
Um, since you've already given us the material for learning for week one, is
Yeah.
it all right if we start now?
Yeah, it is
Or
well and good. Well and good if you
yeah,
come prepared in the session.
yeah, and if we do the final test your knowledge by
It's
ourselves, is
fine
it
as
all
well.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all right.
yeah,
It would only make you good in the leaderboard. So yeah,
thank you.
welcome. Yes, and don't worry, I'll teach that also in the session. Thoda thoda karke, I'll teach that also. Okay, creating a repository and everything. Yes, Anya, go ahead.
The bonus activity be online or offline?
Sanya, we might have some offline sessions as well. So bonus activity is going to be like a quiz. Online session mate is going to be an online quiz. Offline mate is going to be kind of an offline quiz. Okay. So it is kind of online. Yeah, Swastika.
Basically, the online session will be held at what time?
Around 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. when you
Okay.
all get back from your university.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And if you are unable to join the session, don't worry, we will provide the recording, meeting recording. Garv, you can do that, but it would be better if you just upload your .ipynb file on your GitHub repository that you have made and provide us with the link of the repository and make it in a public repository, okay? Yeah, Ananya. Wednesday, Ananya, Wednesday. Basically, this session will be on linear regression, basics of AIML. I guess. Yes, Ananya.
So the Wednesday session will be online or offline?
Wednesday's session will be online, Ananya.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that's it. If you have any more doubts, you can drop them in the group. You can leave the session. Thank you all for joining.